Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our series of Know the Sahaba. Our Sahabi today is Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. He is Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, the brother of Ali ibn Abi Talib, and he was nicknamed Abu Abdullah. Later on in Medina, he also had the nickname of the one with two wings. His mother is Fatima ibn Asad, the first female Hashimi combat. Ja'far looked so much like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, both physically and in character, and he was raised by his uncle Al-Abbas. Ja'far is of the early converts and of those who made hijrah to Abyssinia, and he was appointed as the leader of the immigrants, and at that time Ja'far was in his early 20s. Ja'far played key roles in the land of Abyssinia, from giving Najashi, the king of the Abyssinia, da'wah, which eventually Najashi accepted Islam, to defending the Muslims when the Quraysh tried to take them back. Using his eloquence, Ja'far gave one of the most eloquent speeches about Islam in the courtroom of Najashi. Ja'far stayed in Abyssinia for around a decade, hence he missed good portion of the Sirah, from battles of Badr, Uhud, and so on. They only returned to Medina in the 7th year of Hijrah, the same moment that the Muslims won the Battle of Khaybar. And when the Prophet ﷺ saw Ja'far, he was so happy and so much enjoyed. He kissed Ja'far, saying, "I don't know which of the two things is giving me greater joy. Is it the coming of Ja'far or the conquest of Khaybar?" Shortly after this, in the 8th year of Hijrah, the Battle of Mu'tah came, and Ja'far was appointed by the Prophet ﷺ as the second commander after Zayd bin Harith. The battle was so decisive, Zayd made his shahada, then Ja'far took over. He penetrated deep into the ranks and he lost his arm. Then he lost the other one, so he lost both of his arms. And with many other ones, Ja'far also made his shahada in the battle of Mu'tah. The Prophet ﷺ was so sad and grieved by the loss of his cousin, who has just returned, and hardly a year passed, Ja'far met his Lord. The Prophet ﷺ went to the house of Ja'far, and Asma, his wife, had prepared herself and the children, waiting for the return of Ja'far. She saw the Prophet ﷺ faced up, and the Prophet asked for Ja'far's children. As he played and played with them, he couldn't hold his tears, and Asma asked of Ja'far. The Prophet told her the news, and Asma started screaming and crying. The Prophet ﷺ tried to calm her down, and the Prophet said, "I saw Ja'far flying in Jannah with the angels, hence the nickname the one with two wings. Allah replaced his lost arms with wings. May Allah have mercy upon Ja'far and be pleased with him, and may Allah gather us in the company of the righteous. Amin ya Hayyu ya Qayyum. Wassalamu alaikum."